What's up, guys? Hope everyone's having a blessed day today. If it's your first time here, welcome to Red Pill Sunday Sermon, where we talk about red pill ideology and we also talk about the Bible and how they relate to each other. So if it's your first time here, welcome. If you learn anything, drop a like, hit that subscribe button for more content like this. With no further ado, let's dive into the topic that I think needs to be discussed, especially nowadays. We're seeing new research out there saying that 63% of young men under the age of 30 are single compared to like 32% of women. So that's a staggering difference. The majority, 6 out of 10 men, are choosing to not be in relationships. And we're going to see what the Bible has to say about this, as well as what I think about this, being a content creator in the red pill space. And we're going to just have this dialogue. I want to hear your guys' thoughts in the conversation as I read what I'm about to read to you guys. With no further ado, let's dive into it. Don't forget to drop a like. So much of our society is structured around couples. It's often just assumed that adults will have a partner and that there's something rather odd about them if they don't for any period of time. Oscar Wilde summed up the view of many. He says, celibacy is the only known sexual perversion. There's nothing new in this negative view of celibacy. Rabbi Eleazar said, quote, "Any man who has a wife is no proper man," end quote. The Talmud even went further. The man who is not married at 20 is living in sin. You see how the Matrix tries to program you and shame you for being a single man and holding on to your energy when there's been hundreds of excellent men that have remained single and on their mission and on their purpose. Remember, guys, don't let the Matrix and these people that are puppeteers for the elites shame you into getting married or thinking that there's something wrong being a single man on this journey we call life. But maybe I'm just full of it. Let's see what the Bible has to say about this. 1 Corinthians chapter 7, verses 8 through 9. You can follow along. This is the King James Version. Let's read it. Verse 8 says, "I say therefore for the unmarried and widows, it is good for them if they abide even as I. But if they cannot contain, let them marry." Talking about containing your seed, containing your immorality, your perversions as a man or a woman. If you can't do that, it's better for you to be married, is what this chapter and this verse is saying. For it is better to marry than to burn. Furthermore, 1 Corinthians chapter 7, verses 32 through 34 says, "But I would have you without carefulness. He that is unmarried careth for the things that belong to the Lord, how he may please the Lord. But he that is married careth for the things that are of the world, how he may please his wife." This is basically saying what I've been pointing out on this channel, which is most married men are simps that worship their wife and make their wife above their purpose and their mission here. And it is better to be unmarried, working on your purpose, working on your mission, what your life goals are to be, than to be married and worshiping a woman, putting a woman first before your goals as a man. Verse 34 goes on and says, "There is a difference also between a wife and a virgin. The unmarried woman careth for things of the Lord, that she may be holy, both in body and in spirit." We see a lot of unholiness nowadays, especially with the non-virgins, and even some of the wives, unfortunately. Verse 34 says, "There is a difference also between a wife and a virgin. The unmarried woman, or the virgin, careth for the things of the Lord, that she may be holy both in body and in spirit. But she that is married careth for the things of the world, how she may please her husband." Once again, guys, what are we seeing nowadays with a lot of these modern day women? We're seeing them show off their body on OnlyFans, Instagram, all these social media platforms in order to get attention from the masses. But there's nothing holy about that. They're not saving themselves for who they were meant to be with, their husband. They're giving away freely something that was once held sacred, such as her body, which is what the verse talks about. You know, even taking pictures and showing off your body on social media to the world, to other guys, doesn't make it special. Doesn't make men want to marry you. It just doesn't. Why would we want to pay and lock down something that all these men are getting for free? There's no value in it. Men value rarity. Women that are rare, like this verse talks about, are not in the West, unfortunately. There's very few. So this is why a lot of men are leaving. And there's nothing wrong with that. So what these scriptures are saying is not everyone is meant to have a husband or a wife. It's better to be single for a lot of people. We're seeing this nowadays as we get closer to things going completely chaotic. 63% of men now are single. But who knows if those 63% of men, if they were married, wouldn't be working towards building something great. But having a nagging, quarrelsome woman around you would have taken away some of that energy that you could have spent towards your purpose. So don't let anyone shame you into thinking you need to be in a relationship or you need to be married. Don't let your family try to talk down on you or your friends try to talk down on you. If you see it on social media being promoted, all these relationship stuff, it's a bunch of fluff. It's all from the Matrix. A lot of times you as a man will get a lot more done as a single man and a man that's just focused on his purpose and mission with no distractions around him than have you been in a relationship or a marriage with a woman. That's just straight up facts. Look at all the successful, great men that have been single and on their mission. The Wright brothers, Jesus, Apostle Paul, Nikola Tesla. The list goes on, guys. These are great men that were all unmarried and focused on a mission and a purpose in life and left a dent in history. So the next time you feel bad for being a single man, just remember, maybe down the line you will find that good, virtuous woman, but for right now, you're focused on your purpose, improving your life as a man, and understand that in due timing, if it's meant to happen, it'll happen. But if not, it's okay. And be okay, be content being single. Focus on what you can do to be an asset to yourself. I love you guys. Have a blessed rest of your day, and I hope this helps someone out there. Drop a like if you enjoyed this. Please subscribe if you haven't done so, and let me know your thoughts in the comment section. See you guys next time.